Alright, Shalom. First off, give all praise to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, the honors to the elders and apostles of GMS, salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers in this truth who are enduring in sincerity. I got a lesson today I wanted to go over through the Spirit. It's about this upcoming World War III, and the different aspects of how this war is being. It's already started, but how it's going to come to the main fronts. And I got a couple articles I'm gonna read. I'm gonna go through some scriptures as well. In this article, the title of it says it all. It says Trump will try to smash the China, Russia, Iran triangle. Here's why he will fail. Because those are the three main aspects on how this World War III is gonna jump off. And I'm Lord as well. I'm gonna go through all the individual uh, angles of the triangle, but this is just gonna be like a overview. So this is a good article. It's a long article, so I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I'll post a link in the description. It says China, Russia, and Iran are the three key players in what promises to be the Eurasian century. Let me see. Here it goes. Basically, the gist of the whole article is the strategy of Henry Kissinger, Trump's unofficial foreign policy guru, is a mix of balance of power and divide and rule. It will consist of seducing Russia away from its strategic partner China, keeping China constantly on a sort of red alert, and targeting Islamic State while continuing to harass Iran. So basically, what they're saying, they want to shift the balance of power from one to another, and divide and conquer, basically. So I got one more. Nah, I'm not gonna read that right now. I'm just gonna get into a couple scriptures. First scripture I wanted to get is of course, Revelations chapter 11 and verse 14. It says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Because, and if you get into the article, it says it's basically people getting tired of all the so-called terror and the Middle East and whatnot. That's here in America. That is, that's wearing thin. Because George Bush had already been disproved and everything about weapons of mass destruction or whatnot. So you can't get people on that aspect like you could, 10, 12 years ago. So the new hotline is Russia. Going back to that Cold War. And the Cold War was really the start of the Third World War, but it's really coming to a boil now. So that deal with Russia is really that's the new big thing right now. And Trump is he calls himself a businessman or whatnot, and he make deals and he barter, and they say that he got a good relationship with Vladimir Putin, but he's not gonna be able to stop this thing, man. You can't stop what the Most High has already put in motion. So I'm gonna get this scripture. This is Isaiah 13 and 17. It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Because like I said, Trump's a billionaire. He's always had money his whole life. He think that he can buy his way out of anything. You ain't gonna be able to buy the Russians off. You can't. There's no amount of money that you can come up with that can shake China's relationship with Russia, that they'll, sell out to the U.S. pretty much. That's not going to happen. You can't buy them off. The damage has already been done. And, that's going to lead me into my next scripture, which is Psalms chapter 55 Slakia, in verse 21, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Because that's what Donald Trump, he thinks he's going to negotiate his way, into, uh, dividing China and Russia, or, putting policy against Iran, or, telling Iran this, or basically seducing them. That's not going to happen, man. You can't talk to these people like you can, a businessman. They got their own country. Just because you running your little funky little kingdom over here, that don't mean shit compared to them. They don't give a fuck. They gonna run theirs the way that they want to run theirs. And the Most High got them in that spirit to be, that so-called triangle, because it's a quid pro quo. One hand washes the other. Iran has the oil. China has the work, pretty much, and Russia is the muscle. And it just keeps going back and forth. They all got something that each other wants. They have mutual interests. That's why, what I'm saying, they gang up like that. And it's not gonna be just them that do that, man. Everybody gonna do that, because Trump made a statement. He said that all the deals that he has going on right now with anybody that America has, they're gonna revisit them. And if it's not profiting America, or America is not, coming up off of it, so to speak, then he's gonna dead that. And that's gonna turn the people against him. It says all the Obadiah 1:7, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There's no understanding in him. So there's no understanding in him, man. Everybody that's so-called on this side right now, they're not going to be standing with Trump, because he's going to be on that bullshit. He's going to say something to him, or he's going to do an action that's going to turn them off. And there's another scripture I wanted to get. This is Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. That's the same as all the men of thy confederacy. Everybody that has anything to do with you, they not gonna fuck with you no more, because you turn them off in some way, shape, form, or fashion. You already came out and said that if the Baltic states got invaded by Russia, they probably wouldn't help them, because they don't do nothing for us. Or when I say us, I mean the U.S., which we're against that shit, man. We're against Babylon. Fuck this place. And that's what everybody else is gonna say. Fuck you, Trump. You don't wanna help us like you did in the past? Okay. Well, we're gonna do our own thing then. We're gonna go get with them guys. And then your little brother, those Jew rats over there, they gonna fuck it up for you too. And I got a scripture which is Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord, that he that hath taken against Babylon. It's like I'm gonna start that over. Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord, that he taketh against Babylon, and his purpose, that he have purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. So that's talking about those Jew rats that are in our land. They're going to draw them out. They're going to go and they're going to attack Iran. And America probably not going to back them because they don't do a hell of a whole lot for America. And that could turn everybody else in the world off because everybody in the world, you know what I'm saying, wants to be sympathetic to them fucking fake phonies over there. But, with that being said, I hope you brothers are edified. Like I said, Lord's will, I'm going to get into the different aspects, the South China Sea, the conflict between, the conflict that's on the Russian border, definitely Syria, uh, U.S. and Iran, and Israel. You know, with that being said, call halal, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS, salutes and honors to the elect, all you brothers in this truth who are enduring in sincerity, Shalom.